All right, well here we are at 8936 Belvedere Drive. That was a very hard street name to learn off the bat, just looking at it. But we are upstairs. We have our 4 bedrooms upstairs, which is unusual, but I've kind of grown accustomed to it as more and more I've visited this property. We're upstairs and standing right now what will be a little game room. As you can see, very open. Let's go check out the master bedroom. Pretty spacious, no complaints in the sizing here. We got our fireplace coming up downstairs. That's why that looks like that there. Then off to the side, our master bath. All these are gonna come out. We're gonna get a nice new standalone tub. We're gonna pull this off, put new cement bore, and then a nice new, up-to-date, tasteful shower design. This will come out. We'll get a nice new modern double vanity countertop, toilet. Hopefully a new one, right? Get in there, and then finish off the master closet. What do you think about just leaving it blank for the next person? Is that something that like people do?
Yeah, I think you could.
I think just leave it blank and let whoever, you know, you just maybe if it costed you, you know, $2,500 to fill out a closet, you give them $1,000 credit and they kind of just go home happy. And people like to customize it the way they do.
I agree.
I'm sure I would customize it a lot different than you would. You're like, I need some cabinet height for a long dress, and I'm not thinking about that. So that's the master. And as we get out here, we got our upstairs unit that probably needs some help because, not discussed, but this house had some fire damage, super minor. Family left a lithium battery charging. This is a note for everybody at home. Don't leave your lithium battery charger too long. Left a lithium battery, started to smoke, fire alarm goes off. Firefighters are here within 6 minutes of the fire alarm going off, so nothing too out of control. All of the fire was put out, and they made the dispatch call within an hour. So, I mean, an hour of smoke is gonna get everywhere, and it is gonna, you know, the smell is gonna be there, debris is gonna be everywhere. You're gonna see some discoloring, stains, so that is why all the drywall is pulled off, but, you know, it acted as a barrier for all your majors. So, you know, your electrical, plumbing, and, you know, a lot of the framing is all still in good shape. So, very happy to see that report came out like that, and no casualties, which was a really big thing for me and Paul, my handyman. We did not want to work in a house where, you know, somebody had maybe passed away. Because off to our other bathroom. Our goal here is we're gonna pull this, and as you can see, there's a lot of space. Maybe, not maybe, but we are gonna put a double vanity cabinet. It's gonna literally line up perfectly with the master. That's gonna be funny, because this bathroom is shared with three other bedrooms upstairs. So that space will do perfectly. I like that, but we'll modernize it, get it going there. New toilet, we'll get a new tub in there, and like in there, tasteful little backsplash. Probably the little white subway tiles that everybody sees now in those new modern houses. Yeah, that's kind of it. We can just run through the bedrooms up here, kind of showcase that, and then get downstairs into some of the other major rooms. But like I said, there's that master bedroom, and there's 3 bedrooms up here, and they're pretty big. Sometimes it's hard to see on video, but you know, I'm not a short dude or anything. This is a pretty big room. Like, I'd be happy with this. And as you can see, closets, they're good size too. And I think this is a very good selling point for a lot of people. Is even, you know, master bedroom closet's huge, but you know, if the kids aren't happy and can't store their stuff anywhere, nobody's happy. So we have this exact same layout in this other bedroom, coat closet. Don't let it close in your face. Exact same layout there. And then the 3rd bedroom, which is a bit smaller. You know, this can be a mixed use. You know, if you want to put your office in here or anything like that, that can totally be a solution here. Closet's a bit smaller than everything else, which is why I say that. Maybe not as fit to be a bedroom as those 2 rooms. Nonetheless, can still be if you got a big family. Bring all the kids. But you know, let's head down here. it's kind of interesting to start upstairs and then go downstairs, but here we go. Just for reference, 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2002 build, 3,150 square feet. And so let's just start at the entrance because that might help. Yeah, so this is our exterior. Nothing really to complain about here. I mean, windows are all pretty great. Garage doors, fine shape. Just do some, you know, light flower work, get some sod in there, wood chips, all that jazz. Nice entry. I really like this tiling. I think it's unique. So I'll just keep that going there, no reason to mess that up. As you can see, it looks very open right now because, you know, all the drywall is down and everything, but this wall from about here to maybe around here, we're gonna take this down so it'll give us a way better, bigger open concept idea. And, you know, you still have, because for structural integrity, you need to keep this here. So that'll be there. And then a lot of our windows are buried up, but gonna have a lot of nice natural light. And then over here, this could be many things. You know, if this wants to be a formal dining room, so be it. Little office space is what I kind of had in mind, but you know, plenty of different options. Nice arch windows, you can barely see them, but I think those are gonna be really pretty once everything's filled out. Off to the right here, we have our half bathroom downstairs. Simple as it gets. We'll probably use the same style of bathroom flooring and vanity as we are upstairs as down here. And then another small closet, and then this is our living room. We got a nice fireplace that we're gonna take this all the way up. So hopefully with some new modern tiling, maybe probably white. We're gonna go white with the walls, light oak with the flooring. Done a lot of my previous flips, and I think it's a beautiful colorway. So I think with this fireplace, we're either gonna run just like straight white with maybe some accents, or we'll run, if we're feeling a little frisky, we might go black fireplace, depending on, you know, how our black accents are brought in with this house. But that's for that. And then lastly, we'll get to our kitchen. And this is actually where the fire happened. And I read the fire reports and everything. Again, lithium batteries, nothing too crazy, but you know, just for video purposes, you can see up in the vents. You know, it might be hard with the lighting, but that's where the vents get really kind of dirty. But the good news is, a lot of these cabinets are in decent enough shape where we're gonna refinish them, paint them, pull all the doors off and use new doors, so they'll look brand new. And the funniest part of this all is these, oh wow, voice crack. These countertops, I actually, like, looking at them once they're cleaned off, you know, they kind of give me that modern look. So I think once they're paired with white cabinets and white doors, that this kitchen will have a very modern new feel, especially with black handles, for a very budget-friendly price. So I think that'll be a good trade-off. We'll switch out, you know, sinks. We'll get a nice new modern sinks, new appliances. Our electric oven will go here. Dishwasher, fridge. There was an island here. That's something I'm still debating. I feel like, yes, it makes so much sense for an island to be here, but it might make things a little congested. And you know, you also got to say, is that island really going to bring me a lot of return? So something we're still considering. One thing that I want to do, I've never done it before, but I like this little area here to potentially do a little L-shaped little breakfast nook. So we'll put maybe a little bench here and then a little circular table. I think that'll be really good, and it'll have awareness of the space, because there's going to be a lot of foot traffic here going to the backyard or in the laundry room / garage. So, you know, if you just have a table right here, everybody's gonna be clicking their hips on chairs, but I feel like you keep it this L section and then a little circle table, I think you're gonna be very spatial awareness, and it's gonna be nice with the foot traffic. We won't go in the garage because it's kind of stanky, so we'll wait for that. It's gonna be our laundry room, really spacious laundry room. Obviously our units will go right here. And This is a lot of laundry. I'm gonna have to, I've never actually kind of stood in this, like closed the door behind me and realized how much space is in here. I'm about to get attacked by the door, but this is something that we'll have to contemplate and think, say, hey, like, what are we gonna do with all this space? Obviously we can have cabinetry and all of that, but
people could put their bikes in here.
Yeah, bikes, extra space.
Might just leave it open because they could put a deep freezer, or they could.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you need a certain plug for a deep freezer, but.
I mean, that's all things that can be considered. Yeah, just might just finish out the flooring in here, drywall, and kind of just leave it. I'm not putting in any dishwasher or dryers. That's whoever buys its job, but we'll probably put some cabinetry above the dryer, washer, or some type of cabinetry in here. Just, I know that's desired. You can maybe get a peek out the window. Listing agent blocked it off, but that's the backyard. Very spacious, nice patio is out there. Grass is great. Fences just need a little work. It's nothing that's too crazy. All in all, I think this project has a lot of potential. We found it on the MLS. I'll move over here because a bit better of natural lighting. But overall, I think this project's got a lot of potential. I found it on the MLS. It was a new listing. It was on the market for 0 days. So it just got put out on a Wednesday, and I was in class and I was just looking through the MLS, saw it, and I had to do a double take because this is in Keller. Keller SD is very desirable. So I saw it and I was double checking, and then I looked in the caption. First I clicked to the second photo, I saw the inside of it, and I was like, all right, now this makes a little more sense. But again, this was on the market on Wednesday. Thursday was the last day for bids, so I knew that they just wanted money fast. They just wanted to offload this. So I went in over asking. It was listed for $185. I came in at, now we're finalized at a price of $215, and you know, that is a little bit over, but with the numbers, it's honestly, if they had listed it at $220, I would probably still have been sending in an offer. So I wouldn't get too caught up. Just a tip of advice, don't get too caught up in the listing price, and if you feel like you paid a little bit over the bid, that's psychologically you might think like, man, I didn't get a good deal, but it's all perspective. If your numbers work, they work. So this should ARV. A tax value of this house alone is $396, and we've had projects where our tax value is $490 and I've sold them for $540, but we always love using that tax value just as a bare backbone. So house is being purchased for $215. Our tax value is $396, so we have almost 180 spread just right there. Renovations are not going to be anywhere near that. Obviously, we're going to have taxes, closing costs. Some fix and flippers love to forget that, but those are costs of business, holding costs, utilities. So that's all built into our numbers, and I'm ready and prepared to pay for that. But realistically, I think this house can go for $440 once it's all built out nice. So a lot of it's opportunity for a great spread here. And I guess it's just time to get to work. I get the keys May 1st, and really excited to start this and hopefully document more and be a resource for other people that are interested in it or just want to see more of what it's like. So yeah, thank you.